And in this next one, we got a banger fight, man. Edgar Chairez, he's taking on Josh Van. And I think these guys are supposed to fight in the past, and the fight didn't end up going down. So I'm glad that they're rebooking this one, and it's going to happen. And Josh Van, he's coming off that first loss in the UFC where he got knocked out by Charles Johnson. And we have to see how he comes back from that. But 22 years old, he has a lot of skill. I feel like he's going to bounce back well from that. And Edgar Chairez, he hasn't fought in a while, but he has some momentum now. I mean, he fought the same guy twice, finished him twice. The first one was controversial, so they ran it back, and he finished him again. And it wasn't a great opponent with De Silva, so definitely a big step up for Chairez, but it's a fight that he's probably going to like. It's going to be a striking fight, and it's going to be fun to watch. I mean, Edgar Chairez, he does have slick striking. He's long, he's lanky, he has pretty good footwork, and he tries to throw a lot of leg kicks and then work the jab, the check hook game, and he has a really slick lead hand. He lands really effectively with it, and then he also throws some nice 1-2s, and he's decent in exchanges, but he pulls back with his chin in the air, and his leg kicks, or his legs are very stationary. He's heavy on that lead leg. I feel like you can leg kick him. He's dangerous in the first round, but I do think that he slows down fairly significantly, and that's not going to be a great thing with Josh Van. Josh Van's one of these guys where round one usually is kind of tough for him. He has to kind of take damage, get the reads going. He likes that style where he shells up a lot and lets guys throw a lot of punches. So sometimes he can get caught, like with someone throwing a barrage at him and he doesn't return with strikes, and they can land a couple shots, rock him, but most of the time he's able to weather the storm, and then he just breaks fighters with his constant pressure, that body attack, his boxing, and I feel like he's going to be able to do that to Chairez. And I think Josh Van can even mix in takedowns in this fight if he really needs to. I know that that's usually something that fighters try to do to him, but I think that Chairez just doesn't have the best wrestling. He does have a good guillotine, and he'll throw submissions up off his back, but I feel like he's just not very good off bottom, and I think he's definitely going to slow down in this fight. So I do think that the early goings could be rough for Josh Van like it has been previously. I mean, he's going to have to figure out how to get past the reach and the lead hand of Chairez, and Chairez is a little bit more mobile early on, but when Chairez starts to get a little more stationary and it becomes more of a boxing-oriented fight, I think Josh Van's going to take over and start to land heavy, start to land often. So Josh Van is going to be the prediction for me, and I think he'll get this one done in the second or third round inside the distance.